You're such a clown. You know, if he catches you over here, he's going to whoop your ass again. Go. Oh, kitty. Shalom, Kermode. What do you know? I'm just hanging out with the chickens before I have to go to work. Getting some watering done. Morning, Dano. Praise the Father. We made it through another night. Well, that's good. You know, good dental health is important. You know. Well, shalom and blessings to you too, brother. I've been having a rooster battle here this morning. This one's been winning. I have a younger one that keeps coming over and testing him. Age and experience definitely better than youth in this case. No, don't come over here. Go eat. I don't want any, thank you. My son coming out to get me to try his egg salad that he just finished making. Don't you have things that you need to be doing? How's everybody? Well, you know, I mean, I don't think we should go looking for it, Dano. Are we up? What's up there, Palmetto? Hey, I'll bring you some of these, brother. They'll take care of your tick problem and drive you crazy. Yeah. I don't know. Yes, brother. Guineas. Gotta love them. Wow, I need a haircut. I just turn them loose and let them roam. Every now and again, they wander into the chicken coop and get something to eat, but most of the time, they're just wandering around eating bugs. What's going on in everybody's world today? Lots of work. Yeah. At night they find the highest place that they can find to perch if I don't put them away. I've got some guineas that are older that they just make hot laps around the farm. These ones have just kind of taken up residence in the cedars just outside of where they've been penned up. Oh, that sounds like fun. You have a flat level surface to do that on out there? Semi-level. Don't forget to block the wheels, man. Don't want that thing to roll away from you. Oh, that'll work. Had some watermelon this morning from the garden. I think I got maybe 6 left on the vine. And the strawberries are just rocking. They were protected by the watermelon all summer long through the heat. So they spread out and put down shoots, and I'm getting strawberries off the ever-bearing ones, and the June-bearing ones are just growing. So as soon as my watermelon's done, I'm gonna pull the plants out of the root base out of the ground, at least where I initially planted, and just chop them up and use them for fodder for winter cover. I've got the freeze dryer going. Since the weather's been cool and I haven't been running the AC in the house, the freeze dryer's using that power. My wife made some black bean burgers, so I freeze dried them, and I checked it when it finished its cycle yesterday, and the potatoes that they put in were still frozen in the center, so I ran another 8 hours of dry time on it. They're kind of finicky. Hash browns work best as far as potatoes go. Nice. Homemade pasta sauce is the best. I put a bunch of peppers in the pasta sauce that I made earlier this year. The wife used a jar of it to make eggplant parmesan from the eggplant from the garden. Definitely. I got a spiral cutter to make zucchini noodles. And I don't even cook them. When I make spaghetti from zucchini noodles, I just make the noodles and then put the sauce on it. you go. I still have some venison roast and some tallow to make burger. I think we've eaten all the venison burger. But I still have probably about 50 pounds of ground beef from our cow from 2 years ago. And probably about 50 chickens in the freezer from this year's harvest. How about now? I paused it by accident. Muted it. Yeah, I'm putting another one of these up, and I'm attaching it to my chick tractor, or my brooder pen in the back, so that the 40 chicks that are in there have more space to roam. And then I've got to move this one over the top of my garden bed and let the chickens and the guineas clean it up. There's still some tomatoes on the vine out there, but with the temperatures dipping, they've been few and far between. I'm still pulling cucumbers out. I got to make some pickles tonight. Which one? This one right here? That was $213 with shipping. And I had to buy an extra bag of zip ties because they don't send enough zip ties to make sure that the wire is actually secure on the rails. But they're great. I think it weighs maybe 10 pounds. I can go inside of it and pick it up in the center and move it around. And then that box is just a rabbit hutch, because when I put them in this tractor, they were just tiny. They weren't big enough to go underneath the poles. But I got a full internet signal. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I mean, our internet is wireless out here in the sticks. It bounces off of the hospital in town and then comes back here. So the cell service out here is usually 1 to 2 bars. Stream. I got to be close to the house until I can get a mesh network set up so that I can stream from anywhere else on the property, which is going to be fun, but that's not a priority. I got to get all the winter prep done. Bear, quit chasing that chicken. Yes, totally. If you put just regular shade cloth on it, That's a 10 by 10. So, I mean, if you wanted to protect your plants from the wildlife roaming around your presence, your residence, that could be a way, brother. It'd definitely keep the deer out of your strawberries. I've been using them to mow the grass. I need to move the tractor again. Tucker. What are you doing, Tucker? Yes, out of your freezer. Hey, Tucker, you want to say hi to the people? Can I have it? Obviously not. Nisha Bean. Hi, fat dog. This fence was one of the best investments on this property because I can let the dogs out and just let them run. I don't have to actually be outside. Oh, Chippy. Well, give it here. Give it here. Give it here. He's a monster. Yeah, I got to get out here with the weed eater again. All that rain we got all this milkweed growing in. I agree. Most people want a fenced-in area for their kids to play in. I've been feeding cucumbers, and the chickens just eat the seeds out of them, and then they leave the rest of them lay. But it's just fertilizer. Most of the time, they didn't like the eggplant. Most of the time, they'll eat the rind and everything on the watermelon, but these ones just did not. So I started the tractor over there, and it's nice and green. All that fertilizer. Dude, I am not getting goats, Ocala. We've had this conversation I don't know how many times. GOAT stands for got out again today. You have schoolwork to do. Get it done. I think that's a stab at you, Ocala. So I have this patch right here was a crabapple tree that sprouted another crabapple tree. And I cut that sumbitch down because it was bugging the shit out of me. And now I've got all these runners coming up out of the ground that I got to cut back because it's starving the mulberry tree that's back in there. I'm competing for resources. Well, you know, I mean, if I wanted two assholes to cut trees for me, I'd definitely call you and Ocala. And I say that with all the love I possibly can. Anything else interesting going on in anybody's life? I hear you there. I meant to call you back yesterday and got busy when I got home. My one of my tenants, the air conditioner quit working, so I had to go and check that out. And after I got there, I noticed that the dryer vent duct to the outside of the house had got tore off by their damn dogs. So I'm gonna have to go back there today and reinstall a vent. And then give them a bill for it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Apparently my wife said that it got tore off last year. And I was like, last year? That's how rodents and pests get into your property, dear. It's like when you have openings in the siding, that's not good. So yeah, this whole property management thing has been a learning experience for her as well. Like, people are not going to take care of your shit the way that you would take care of your shit. Oh, Tucker, stop. I guess. I mean, I don't understand how that's so hard to understand, you know? When you have a hole in the siding, and oh yeah, I did maintenance for a nursing home, Dano. I know exactly what you're talking about. Nursing homes are not there to help you take care of your elderly. They are there to rob the generational wealth that you are commanded to put away. People being charged $8,000 for a space that is smaller than what is required for a prisoner in the state prison. And people pay it just because they don't have the time or want to take the time in order to tend to their elders, the people that raised them. Is bullshit. Yeah, you know, what's really bad is when you work for an organization whose motto is providing care based on Christian values, and all they're doing is violating the Torah on a daily basis. 100% they're a scam. They just want your money. They don't care about your... I mean, the nursing staff that work there at some of the facilities aren't paid well enough to even care about the people that they care for. There are people that work there that actually care about the people, and they put up with the shit from the organization because they care about the people that they care for. There are still good people in the world, regardless of what your definition of good is. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're being forced to tolerate shit that would have been shamed out of society. When the Father gave the command not to do these things, and society is praising those things now, I know, talking about the filth of the world can get you banned in the world, and it's travesty. It's like Adam and Eve felt shame because they knew that they were naked in the presence of the Father. They were ashamed. They knew that they had sinned. Shame is supposed to help correct things that are out of balance. You're not supposed to, you know, you're not supposed to accept the shameful behavior. I don't have to tell most people on this channel that, though. What are you doing, chicky, chicky, chicky? Oh, we got some entertainment this morning. Oh, you don't want to play no more? Are you camera shy? People say that pecking order isn't a thing. If you have chickens behaving this way, then they're not being cared for properly. That's crap. Chickens, like every other herd creature in the world, has a hierarchy, just like humans. Yeah. Digging your own grave would definitely be a humbling experience. This is true, but there are rules to having a cemetery on your property. You can set land aside, but they require that you mark it, and then you have to draw a map on your property. Yeah. The rules of man. Well, you know, considering I don't own this, clearly I'm a slave to the system, and I lease this from the government because, you know, if I don't pay my taxes, I do have rules. Guess what? The Father made them. And they're pretty easy to follow, you know. Love the Father with everything you have, and keep the Sabbath day holy, and you know, don't worship idols. Don't steal. Don't commit adultery. I mean, how hard is it to not sleep with another man's wife? Respect your father and your mother. Yeah, they make up millions of other rules that they follow blindly. And most people don't even know the rules that they're following blindly because they don't take the time to actually look into it. Free range chicken. That catfish net is one of the most useful chicken tools that I have. Because when guineas go to bed up there, you have to get them down or they wind up owl food. Hi, sweetheart. Getting some grass seed. Just have enough to share with Alice? Well, I'm trying. Um, Turns out I do have a male, at least one male guinea. Um, we were at 9. I hit one with the lawnmower that didn't move off of a nest when I was motoring through the weeds, which took us down to 8. And then I think I lost another one, succumbed to injuries, which took us down to 7. And then we added those 8. They're not big enough to just go roam around yet. They're kind of foolish. Shalom, Desert Jack. There's my house on wheels. Indian red jungle fowl. One of the first breed of chicken that was brought to the United States. Appendix carry outside the waistband is the most comfortable way I've ever carried a pistol. I can't stand to have my pistol inside my waistband. Well, you know. Yeah? It's nice to have a cleanup crew. Well, heavens. It is 10 minutes to noon. I have to go sling some auto parts. Y'all are awesome. Go out and do amazing things. Don't hit anybody, Ocala. Shalom, y'all. Love you. I'll catch you later.